honors to the elders and apostles of great Milestone and teaching them well. Peace and salutation to be to hopeful elect. All right, with brothers from the province of Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Okay, we're going to be going in a bit of a current events. What we had currently just happened, what just currently took place was Hurricane Milton this past week, which really a few days ago. It touched down, what was it, Wednesday night?
Yep.
And then Wednesday night, as soon as it touched down, you had pretty much most of Tampa, if not all of Tampa, blackout, man. Everybody lost power. Most of everybody lost power. The winds were very strong. Okay, me and this brother was in the full brunt of it, and our whole camp was in it. Was in the storm as well. We all felt the effects from the storm, the Lord's wrath, man. Much disaster took place in this Tampa area alone. Hence, that's why you have us here doing the camp separately. We sort of camp split to do camps in their respective towns where they live at in those areas, because during the storm or after the disaster of the storm, you had many people consuming or panic buying the resources. So things like gas, food, okay, what was it, generators, ice, water, bread, all these things were being panic bought. So these things ran out, and you got these gas stations. Most gas stations ain't got gas, so you got long lines, miles long, just for people to get gas. And then a lot of gas stations don't even have it in the first place.
Right. And if I may add, during this hurricane, man, you had a lot of debris, or you had tree branches, man. You had floods. So getting to one city to another,
Very difficult.
was very difficult. So what we doing, what you see to now, all right. Brothers going live, go tune in, go watch the main channel, okay, other brothers channel, all right, as we go into these things that's going on currently, all right, in the midst of this hurricane, man. Okay, so the brother gonna bring it out, but it's a spirit, man. Call it YAHAWASHI, because as we experience this storm, okay, this hurricane, the Lord had brothers protected, man. You had others have their house being blown over, roofs being blown over, trees falling on houses, okay, cars being flooded.
Hey, there was a house on the back street of the block behind my house.
Yep.
A huge ass tree fell right in the center of the house, split it, man.
Yep. Hey, and that being said, brothers that who are serving YAHAWASHI, hey, we didn't have to suffer traumatic things like that, man.
We didn't suffer any major losses.
Nah. So hey, call it YAHAWASHI. So it's a spirit to go into it, and you got all these things that's going on, current, okay, in the news. You got this guy Elon Musk, all right, coming out with this new this robot where it can pretty much assist you at home needs.
Tesla bot,
and even China got something running like that too.
It's going for about 20 to 30K.
If I'm not mistaken, it was a biometric, I correct me if I'm wrong, robot that over there China's working on too, man. All right, so we're going to touch up on these things, and Lord willing is edifying. But
this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire.
And you see, this is the things that the Lord's going to use to visit this place, man. Because look at all this wickedness that's going on here, this place. You got all this craziness, people doing stupidity stuff, man. All right, stupid stuff, I should say. All right, got all this craziness going on, man. And guess who's in the midst of it? Jake. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. Are you Israelites, man? So these things come upon this place, they shake it up, man. Okay, Lord, send these type of destructions or these certain elements upon this place to take out that ones that's overly wicked, you know.
And the world knows that these hurricanes and these natural disasters come from the Lord, man. Right. You just got people who just want to be ignorant to it just because they want to do what they want to do in wickedness. But I got a message from our electric company, our local electric company. This is what they said. They said, "Dear, my government name, we understand that you may have sustained damage as a result of Hurricane Milton. Please note that Tampa Electric is not responsible for damages caused by hurricanes, storms, or other acts of God.
That's serious. Which shows you that the Lord brings these acts, man.
And they can't do nothing about it.
They know how to reference and throw those, those kind of things in there.
Yeah, that's when they want to throw it in there.
That's when they want to throw it in there. But any other time they want, right? Any other time, man, they don't want to,
They don't want to credit the Lord.
But this shows you, even it ties back into like, hey, the Lord's in control when it comes to these things, man. Now you have it where, Esau might have a left hand work on doing certain things, okay, and his wicked works, but it's ultimately through. All right, the spirit power BAHASHAM outside, man. Rather, this place, catches hell one way or another. You see? So, and you have it where these storms and stuff like go, if you bring it back out, come upon this place for a reason, man, because of continuous wickedness, man.
Isaiah 29:6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake. That means the Lord visited us, man.
Yep.
The Lord visited this place. The Lord's in town.
And it's like
everybody get quiet when the Lord pull up.
Right. And you had it where it wasn't just one hurricane; it was two. You see?
Right.
And when
got hit by one 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Helene.
Yep. Helene. Yep.
And you got people crying on the radio station like, "Man, we still trying to recover."
Yep.
And FEMA don't want to help. Don't rely on FEMA, man, because FEMA came out saying they got $1,200 packages, $750 packages, but these are really loans. This isn't free money. If you don't pay these back in time, and who can't pay that back? Jake.
Yep.
Jake not gonna be able to pay that back.
Was in property. Yep.
If you can't pay that back in time, FEMA gonna seize your property, man. And they give you a year to pay that shit back. You don't pay it back within a year, they're gonna start seizing your actual property, what you own, man. You ain't got none. Guess what? Your ass going to the slammer.
Go ahead.
It says, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire.
And when you go into that word tempest, it's a strong wind.
Yep.
Okay? So when you have these things, they said with the hurricane Milton, all right, the winds
60 miles per hour
was
to 180 miles per hour.
Yep, and we seen the potential of 100 up to 130. Okay, and these winds ain't just some average winds, man.
Yep.
All right, when they hit, they swirling. You got a hurricane is different from a tornado. And you had a tornado in some parts of in Florida that was getting hit. Okay, and it did more damage than the whole hurricane itself.
Yeah.
As I speak as a man.
I seen the video of one just tearing
up, man. But you have it with these winds, okay, they're swirling, all right, coming, as fast as car going at a certain speed, man. So you have
160, 180. Man, that's super race cars, man.
Yep.
Those are speed car speeds, and that's the type of winds that a hurricane category 5. The wind is strong enough to remove a house from off its roots, man.
Right, to rip it off, to tear it right off. So this is the winds, all right, that's a part of, that tempest, man. Okay, those strong winds, man. Now, Lord, jack this place up by using all different type of things. You got animals too, which is, we can grab it, Lord willing. All right, but going into like spirits created for vengeance, you got animals with wild beasts. Okay, teeth of wild beasts, swarming through the waters.
Yep.
Okay.
Alligators,
sharks. Hey, don't let it be no piranhas.
All right. That's the spirit. I just watched a movie about piranhas when the hurricane first started.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
And there's a lot of flooding. There was a lot of flooding going on in Florida, man, because Florida, the state itself is naturally underwater, below sea level, supposedly, man.
Yep.
So flooding is very easy to happen upon Florida.
Yep.
And it happened through many of the streets. A lot of the power lines went down. They got to be careful to walk through the water. You might have an ongoing power line with energy in it. You could get electrocuted to death, man.
Yep.
You could get fried to death. There was so much judgment, so many ways to be judged in that storm.
Yep.
And we've seen it.
And you had it where the death toll is still going up. You had over 10 bodies being found, but the death toll is still going up because right now the water still kind of have a level of, being leveled out. Right. Where the waters are starting to draw back into the sea, but you still have certain places are flooded, all right, and people are still being found drowned, in their house, man.
As spirits within the hurricane, spirits go out and they appease the wrath of the Lord. So some spirits hop on people. You may have people trying to break in your door, steal your car, or rob you during a storm because there's no emergency services going out. They see this as a time to do a purge.
Yep.
So a lot of people got put down just by people alone during the storm, man. Water's pulling back or drawing back, and starting to uncover bodies laying down in the waters, man.
Yep.
You know, I got a precept.
Go ahead.
It's Book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 3. The Lord, YAHAWASHI, is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm. So the Lord, he makes his way through them storms, man. When the Lord, the Lord pulling up when the storms come, when everybody starts getting quiet, locking their doors, boarding up their windows.
Exactly.
You know, because they know the Lord's pulling up, man. It's time to get judged. You know, if you've been wicked, guess what? The Lord collecting your ass. A lot of people were collected in that storm, man.
And you have it where, before Hurricane Milton, you had Hurricane Helene, man. And
also claimed lives.
Took hundreds of lives, man. Okay? So back to back, those death tolls are going up. What will the Lord say? He's going to bring great death and destruction. Okay? These will be a part of those signs that we're going to see that the Lord visiting this place, as we brought it out. You know, the Lord going to send these things and show you that he's visiting this place, man. So go ahead.
And the clouds are the dust of his feet. I just go to show you how mighty the Lord is. The clouds are like the dust of his feet. The clouds that can drop rain and flood your whole village is the dust of the Lord's feet. You know?
Now, I was just watching a video, I believe the beloved brother Bark put it up, all right, which was showing like some parts of Tampa, which was on a certain street with Fowler, which it was completely flooded, man. It was flooded out, all right? And that's a known, street that people drive, and it's traffic going up and down, and it was flooded out, man. You see? And that caused what? For power to go out, leading to outages, okay? Power outages, okay? That led to where traffic is being stopped, okay? Where people can't, get to where they gotta go. So it caused a huge problem in a lot of transportation, man.
Yep.
You know.
Imagine for the homeless people that were outside during that storm.
Right.
A little pebble can become a bullet in those winds, man. You know, so it's like machine gun bullets just flying down the street. You got to take cover. When the Lord pulls up, you have to take cover, man.
Right. You had it, and we had debris flying around, metal pieces, stuff that was being torn off houses, shingles, all kinds of stuff flying around within those strong winds coming at that same speed. And then you outside, floating around somewhere in the canoe, and that shit just directly shoots you right in your neck. That's judgment, man.
Even this place we camping at, this place just got their power back today.
Yeah.
The storm touched down Wednesday, today's Saturday. They just got their power back today, man.
And a lot of places still without power, with over 400,000, man. It was at then almost 600,000 people without power. It's a power truck going around right now, 2 of them at least right now. But we speaking on this because look, man, this is only the beginning, man.
Only the beginning.
Things are gonna get worse.
We were able to experience it firsthand. How people react when disaster comes.
Right.
What the world is really like. We had people fighting at gas stations over gas, man.
Panic.
I got videos. So I seen videos, gas stations right down the street from my house. People just destroying each other. Panicking and what you think is gonna happen when shit really hits the fan?
Exactly. Hey, and that's a good. It's good that you said that because we've seen it firsthand, man. Okay, experiencing these hurricanes. Okay, down here in Florida, brother, seeing these things, man, and we see it, call it YAHAWASHI, because it's like already like, you're seeing what times are leading to, man. Well, what are these people gonna first be actually gonna be? They're gonna start, running to these stores, trying to buy everything, ready to take their neighbor out, all right, because it's the last toilet paper in the hallway or in the aisle. We seeing these things, man. All right, just like we seen with the whole pandemic, man. That led tragic, man. People were dying. Same thing with this, man. People, was fighting just to get into a store, to get to gas. So it's just gonna get much worse, man, as time goes on.
This book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39, verse 25. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. And you realize these things when disasters hit, you ain't got no lights, you ain't got no power, you ain't got no microwave to quick heat, you ain't got no oven to quick heat, you ain't got no fridge to store your food in. You realize that the true operations, man. You know, the things that are principal in life. You know, and what the Lord gives you these things and takes away.
That's right.
You know, if you don't know the operation of these things, you're gonna be stuck like Chuck. That's why it's good to study. It's good to watch shows or movies on what to do in wilderness times and troublesome situations or disasters. Because Ephraim out here, we out here with Ephraim. When shit hit the fan, the lights went out. Ephraim pulled out generators, plugged it up to their cars. They were still having barbecues and dancing and partying. The scripture say Ephraim is blessed, man. You know, but they were, you know, they were able to thug it out through that storm as if nothing happened. They continued their normal lives, you know, and of course that's still a limited resource because those generators also run off of gas. So eventually they started running out of gas in their generators. You seen Ephraim walking up the streets with their gas tanks.
Right.
You know?
Hey, it's good to know a few things, man. Well, it's good to learn a lot of things, but you know, just saying like it's good to know if, you know, things, you know, here and there, man. You know, that's helpful to you know, benefit you in a time of need. Right. You know, because you might, like I was watching a video not too long ago on how to tie knots, man. How to tie a certain knot, you know, or where you can you know, be able to unpull it and where it can be still strong. Who knows, man?
You may need that knot to pull somebody out of the water.
Do that, you know, or set up a little tent.
Yep.
You know, help.
Very useful.
Yeah, man, these things come in handy. You know, I was watching another video on you can you know, take a container and put some paper into it, stuff in it, put it to a can, and kind of pretty much let it burn in the fire, where it can turn into ash, or similar to turn into ash, and you can take that out and you can keep it and use that cloth as to start a fire. You see. And it's like a fire starter, but all these things are still good to know, all right? Because the time leading to, all right, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be danger at every corner, man. Hey. But we're gonna have YAHAWASHI.
That's right. The brother said it. We're gonna have the Lord, YAHAWASHI, and that's what really sustained us through the storm.
Exactly.
It's the Lord. That's what really kept us at a calm mind. We wasn't panic buying. We wasn't freaking out. We wasn't running to and fro. We were straight, man. We were just chilling. Hey, the Lord gonna deal with it. You know, a lot of people relied on the government. They relied on government assistance and benefits. They were trusting in this government. They were looking for free food. I seen on the neighborhood app, so I got an app called Neighborhood app, where you see all your local neighbors, what they talking about, what they posting about. Everybody was spamming this page with worries. When is the gas coming back? When is the power coming back? You know, you had single Eve mothers with kids, you know, with no husbands on there, talking about, is there any places giving out free food? EBT ain't coming back till next week, and the shelter is something, you know, backed up until this day. You know, they relied on the government instead of the Lord, or a man of the Lord that can show them the right way.
Well, the scripture says that we can bring it out in Isaiah 30. You know, we can bring it out and touch upon these things, man. All right, bringing out these scriptures because, hey, you know, this warning has been going out, man. You know, we've been telling you over and over and over, and it's, as the scripture says, you know, these times will, you know, get, you know, much evil, man, much more evil. Okay, go ahead.
Let me finish this up. It says, all these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. So the principal things of the earth that's used, milk, wheat, oil, honey, these things are for good to the godly, but to the evil, they're turned to evil. You know, they're turned to bad things because what? Evil people, they're going to use you according to these things. Okay, they're going to rob you for these things and use these things to get over on you. But really, it's the principal things of life, huh?
Right.
It's for your benefit. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Right. YAHAWASHI, man, has spirits created for vengeance on these individuals, man, on these animals, on whatever he has said according to his will to do, what is going to appease the wrath, man, that he sent forth to happen. You see, so you're going to have animals, you're going to have even individuals, these people, man, have a spirit jump on them out of nowhere, okay, unleashed out of nowhere, and start doing something that it was required for vengeance. vengeance to take place, man.
It's carrying out the Lord's anger.
That's right. Which you have these animals like we spoke on. You know, you had these alligators. A man was opening the door, all right, at his house that was flooded. He had a big ass crocodile or alligator, whatever you want to call it, right there in his goddamn living room, waiting for him, man. You know, ready to chomp down or whatever comes in his way. Okay, and then in Florida, you got all these, you know, animals, man, that live in the waters, the lakes, you know. So when the water is already, you know, getting raised, these animals start to come out, man. That lives in the water, you see. And a lot of these people live by these swamps, lakes, close to these seas, you know. And you already have Florida there under the water, you know, above the sea level. So when these things come to play, ain't no really escaping, man. And these animals come, they coming to eat, they coming for vengeance, they coming for whatever is set to take place, because they hungry too. You know, it's a field day for them.
Yep.
Because they don't get to come out on the land.
You having a blast.
Yeah, you know, go ahead.
I got Isaiah 31:1.
But it was more on that.
You want to do?
Yeah, you can read some more on that, because you have it where the spirit's creative vengeance, you know, goes into a number of things. You know,
it says fire and hail.
Bring it to the top.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Mm-hmm.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force.
Yeah, so it said in the time of destruction, they pour out their force. So all hell breaking loose, guess what? They're gonna pour out their force, man. Okay, go ahead.
And appease the wrath of him that made them.
Mm-hmm.
Fire and hail, and famine and death.
Famine. And you got a lot of these stores that wasn't getting those transportations of goods coming in, man. And you had these stores that had no power. Stuff was going out, man. People was going to these stores and already panic buying. So when people who did catch hit of something was to come, they come there and the whole shelves was wiped out, man.
Yeah, well, you had people run out of gas, and in the blackout, all their food in their fridge and their freezer spoiled.
Yeah.
So they had to throw it out. They were without food, and they had no gas to get to the stores. The stores had no lights to even run to distribute food. You know, so these people were starting to panic and starting to get worse. I was looking at this neighborhood day by day. These people starting to get more and more agitated. You know, and if this would have lasted maybe 2 weeks, you would have people out here killing each other for food now.
For a month.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Hey, go ahead.
It says, all these were created, it says fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts.
Teeth of what?
Wild beasts.
Teeth of wild beasts. So it goes, you know, those animals, wild beasts. Got bears, lions, tigers, you know.
Serpents.
For down here in Florida, you have those, it's a water, it's a snake. It's called a water moccasin. If I'm pronouncing that right. All right, and it's a venomous snake, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and the motherfucker get your ass, it's over. It's over.
There's a lot of them down here.
Yeah, and it's in those waters and those lakes. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you got them alligators. Florida's known for its alligators.
Yep. Crocodiles. Yep.
Wolves, coyotes. I just seen a coyote up the street, man.
Yep. And see, people out here think it's in a game, man. You know, you got niggas around here just around here playing in the water. You know, doing all kind of stupid stuff. I forgot what video I was watching where they were just sitting there playing around, playing baseball and stuff in the water. While it's a whole storm, you got this one Jake. Hey, Scripture says, folly is set in great dignity, man. And the rich sit in a little place, okay?
Yeah.
And you have it where Jake was sitting there for $70,000. He was risking his life just to be in a storm. You know, stupidness, man. This stupid stuff. But it showed you that, you know, at any point, a damn alligator, crocodile can come and munch his face off.
Give him away his life for $70K. And then he found out later on that the guy said, you know what, I'm not going to pay you $70K for real. While he was in the storm.
He didn't give it to his ass. Go ahead.
It says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction.
So all these things is to punish the wicked to destruction. You see? Is made very clear. You see? And this is all through what the Lord says he's going to bring upon this place to appease the wrath of his anger, man. Okay, YAHAWASHI, man. All right, go ahead.
They shall rejoice in his commandment.
They shall what?
Rejoice in his commandment.
So it's gonna be a pleasure to do, all right, these things, man, for YAHAWASHI. Just like we go out, and bring his word out, okay? They just like these spirits that are created for vengeance are taking pleasure to do those as they were sent forth to do, man.
Right, they were created to please the Lord by destroying your ass.
Right.
By taking vengeance upon you.
Mm-hmm.
By making the Lord feel better. By passing judgment on your ass, man.
Right. I did it, Lord. I did it.
Lord, you see how I did him? I followed him up, Lord. What you think about that?
Right. Go ahead.
Well done. Well done.
Right.
You know? It says, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word.
So they're not gonna go against, all right, the word, all right, the Lord sent forth. All right, they're gonna do what it was sent forth to do. All right, this is why another reason why the Lord is to be feared, man. You know, and you got people who take these type of times to lollygag and bullshit and do what they want until they find themselves being electrocuted and fried in the middle of a goddamn pool. You know, because you want to get in the pool during a hurricane and swim around, think it's a joke. You know, now you got a damn power line that just fell right into the water and fried you to death. You and your little ones. You know, go ahead.
And that'd be one of them spirits knocking that power line loose to fall into that water on your ass.
In those winds.
Yep.
You know, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1.
30.
You want 30?
Yeah.
Let me grab this one real quick. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
You got it.
And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many. So destruction be to you. They want to go down to the government, Esau's government, for help. They want to go look for benefits that stay on these benefits, okay? And trust in these chariots because they're many. You got what happened in the storm? Well, after the storm and before the storm, and you had all these emergency service trucks, and even now you can hear one right now.
Yeah, right.
Being running up and down the streets, man. It says, and horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. I had multiple trucks, fire trucks and paramedic trucks coming into my neighborhood all day yesterday, all day today, man. As soon as the storm ended, they were in there to tend to the wounded, to tend to the injured, okay? More than likely, these people were wicked. And the Lord sent those spirits created for vengeance on them. And guess who they ran to? Their daddy Esau, man. It says,
that was it on that.
yeah, that was it on that. I'm going to grab 30. Isaiah 30 and 3, right?
Isaiah 30.
And verse 1.
Yeah.
The book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, that take counsel, but not of me.
Right, they were to go to Esau for help, seeking counsel from them, than rather from YAHAWASHI. Go ahead. And this is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, man. Go ahead.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So you want to cover yourself with a covering, but not of the spirit of the Lord, man.
Right.
You want to protect yourself, but not through the spirit of the Lord, YAHAWASHI.
Right.
You rather protect yourself through Esau, Edom's governments and rulership and their armies and their horsemen, so that you can continue to do wickedness. Because you know, in order for the Lord to protect you, you got to be righteous. You got to do the right thing for the Lord to come through and protect you. Okay, so you cover yourself with a covering, but not of the Lord's spirit. Okay, you covering yourself in the safety of Esau. Scripture say in their security they shall be destroyed. Man.
Right. And you have it where the scripture says that put evil for good and good for evil. So Jake would have rather take the evil than rather do what's right, man. Go ahead.
It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Right. So you got these type of assistants that Jake runs straight to, man. They ain't even trying to say, man, trusting, nah. We need help, please, help. I was watching the video. Eve was on a goddamn live, man, and she was sitting here bull crying and talking about how she got 7 kids and she don't know what to do, and she just got 7 kids and she going here and going there and she ain't got nobody to help her. Well, it's too late for all that now, man. Because you was shaking tail fella, you was walking like your shit don't stink, and saying Esau your baby daddy, and all of a sudden now you caught up in the hell. Now you need somebody come and help you. No, man. You know, stay right where you were with them 7 kids.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But it shows you that they count on their oppressor, Esau Edom, right? The so-called white man, to attend to their needs, when really they should trust in YAHAWASHI outside. Yep. You know, and they be the same ones that come across the camps or hear this word or hear from a friend or hear from another. Okay, that we like and brush it off, man.
Yeah.
You see, then to look into it.
I be in your comment section on YouTube talking shit.
Talking shit, nasty ass. Eve. Y'all don't got nothing else better to do. You know, just talking crazy, man. You know, I'm saying that particular to the woman, but hey, this how, you know, Eve be coming in that spirit. You know, well.
That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Well, look how Biden then about to crumble over. Sleepy Joe about to fall over, man. You see, you got this whole election thing situation, and Kamala Harris supposed to be, you know, somewhat taking foot into the office and all this bull. Hey, man, this place is through. You know, this place is completely through, and it's gonna be a shame as you see it crumble and come falling down, man. You know, because you trusted in it. Go ahead.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
There you go. Go ahead.
And the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
You know, you got a little shadow. You know, you got a little tree shadow. People too, they want to run to it to hide from the sun. That's how they be. And you run, then guess what? Sun move.
Damn. Now all of a sudden you confused.
Now you confused. Like, well, I thought you
were gonna protect me.
Right.
The devil told you it was safe and effective.
Right.
Your relatives died. You got heart problems.
Yep.
You know. Hey. You took that damn sticky weight, man. They coming out with all time. They talking about exploding hearts and exploding brains when they turn them frequencies up.
Ain't did nothing but increase your time of running out, man.
Yeah. All you managed to do was make that date come sooner, man.
What's that one movie with Justin Timberlake? Time.
In
time. Something like that. Yeah, you running to get some time.
Yeah.
You see?
Running to prolong your life, trying to prolong the scripture say he that seeks to save his life shall lose it.
Yeah.
You know, make not haste in the time of trouble. Many people made haste when they thought that they were in trouble. You know? But really, if you really are a man of the Lord, you know, or a devout servant of the Lord, you would have waited upon the Lord, been patient.
Right.
You know? And the Lord will give you all things that you need.
Exactly.
Trust in Him. This should have been a time of prayer and fasting, man.
Well,
yeah, niggas in there playing golf and baseball in the storm.
Hey, well, that's
why these niggas gotta be burnt, man.
That's the spirit, because I did a lesson going into the same topic, going into, you know, you're gonna be in the spirit of mirth, all right, and you got one's gonna be in the spirit of mourning. Okay, if you want to grab it, all right, just just bring it out, all right, because that's Ecclesiastes chapter 7. You know, I think it's like first verse, if I'm not mistaken, the second one, if not. All right, but you have it was like brother say playing baseball, playing hockey, and all kinds of shit. You know, hey, they doing these type of things in the midst of when all hell is breaking loose. You know, which shows you that they take pleasure in things like they take it for a joke. And we just brought it out that the Lord send these things as He, you know, showing you visiting this place when it comes to these storms, winds, and this fire, hail, and things like that. Spirits created vengeance. The Lord's not playing, man. You know, go ahead.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
It's better going to the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting. Why is that? Okay, because you have if you're in a state of knowing that this place is coming to its end, you're gonna be mourning, especially knowing the power that is about to bring that judgment. You're gonna be seeking mercy, man.
Yep.
You're gonna be in the spirit of subjection and the need of help. You gonna understand that this place is through. You see, but you got people in the spirit of mirth and feasting. You know, partying and still going clubbing, still trying to set a pack off. You know, in the midst of all hell breaking loose, man.
The house of feasting goes into intemperance, drunkenness, okay, wantonness. People just doing whatever the hell they want to do. Now, what they got that saying, YOLO, you only live once. No regrets, you know.
You only got one life.
Right, just do it.
Just do it.
All these wicked sayings that these people got for themselves meant to promote their wickedness. But when the Lord comes through, everybody's a believer. It says, and it's better to go to the house of mourning. That house of mourning is going to be disciplined, you know. And discipline brings forth good fruits, man. Than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. That mourning, that feasting is going to be the end of all men. Because guess what? A lot of war tactics were to catch people when they were feasting. A lot of war tactics were successful when they caught the people when they were feasting.
Yep.
In the midst of partying, they were all drunk. Too drunk to hold the sword up straight.
Yep.
Too drunk to get right and get ready to you know.
Too drunk to focus.
Exactly.
Yeah,
People overtook him every time.
Yep. You got no focus. You don't know how to defend yourself. You don't know how to do nothing. Yeah, you have lost the battle already.
That's why you want drunk people. You bet your ass better get away, man. Because them people gonna get you fucked up. If you still got a sober mind and the people you with, they all drunken, your ass better flee, man. Because if you don't flee, they're gonna get swallowed up. You're gonna get swallowed up with them. You may have had men in those armies or in those nations that were sober-minded, that were looking at these people like, why are they drunk? And we're in the time of war. People can come against us at any second, you know. And they were like, you know what? These niggas are idiots. I gotta get up out of here. And I'm gonna be destroyed with them.
Well, what did Noah do?
Yep.
When Noah was, building out, that ark,
in the house of mourning.
He was in the house of mourning. Showed you he was pleading. He was in a state of fear. Yeah, when you go in the house of mourning, you in fear.
Yeah.
You see, you're terrified. And see, obviously people didn't take these certain warnings serious, and that led them to be caught with that first death, man.
Yeah. That
flood, you see. Which they towards the end they started realizing, they started beating on the doors, and that didn't help them. Saying, well, when people out here partying and bullshitting and doing as they please, and then guess what? A whole full of flood of water coming, a hurricane. Now you're caught in the midst. You can't, and they tell you, don't come out. When you got 3 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches of water, 15 inches of water, you can't move. And they tell you, what did the mayor say? You're gonna die. Straight like that. You
can bet it was a lot of flash floods back then. Flash flood is a rapidly rising waters.
You had
a flood that comes in quick in a flash.
Yeah. Or another name could be for it is a tsunami. You see? So there you have it, man. People doing what they want in the time of when stuff is getting real. Go ahead.
Well, you had what the scriptures say, they that mourn now shall laugh later. They that cry now gonna laugh later. And though that they that laugh now gonna cry later.
That's the same.
So you may be in the house of mourning now, but you're gonna be in the house of rejoicing when all the hell comes forth, when all hell breaks loose, when shit hit the fan, and the people that are partying and laughing and rejoicing now, they're gonna cry later because they weren't prepared. Those that are in the house of mourning are prepared spiritually, physically, they ready to go.
Right.
So that when that trouble comes in, guess what? They on point. They're good. Everybody eating, everybody rejoicing. Noah was eating. Noah was in that ark for 40 years, man. Noah was in there for a brick, man.
And he was telling them for over 100 and something years.
Yeah.
Over and over.
He was giving them the warning constantly.
Giving them the warning.
Nobody listened.
It was what? Giving them marriage, drinking.
Call him out your
outside. The spirit. Go ahead.
Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. So that by that sadness, your mind is made better. A man is able to focus more when he's in
a serious state.
Yeah, using that serious mind, man. That serious mindset. Okay, the house of mourning. Okay, fasting, praying, repenting.
You're more alert.
Exactly. It says, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth.
So if you got some sense, you're gonna be, in the house of mourning, man. Lord give you the warning. You like, hey man, hey, Lord have mercy, please. You seeking the Lord at this time, praying over your house, sending up prayers. Hey, this ain't, it's a storm. Lord can do anything. At any point, take your ass out, man. Excuse my French. All right, but you have it where anything can go. You see, but you got people in the house of mirth, where the scriptures tell you in Ezekiel, I believe it's the 21st chapter, where it says, "Is this the time to make mirth?"
Right.
You know, no. When you got all these type of things coming down the totem pole, is this the time to make mirth? Is it the time to test the waters? Nah, man. Because the water's gonna consume you. You know, messing around.
Yeah, and this ain't no ordinary water, man. This water ain't gonna consume you in an instant. It's gonna torment you first, because it's gonna make you understand that you should have been prepared.
Exactly.
And then it's gonna take you. I got a precept.
God.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. So the Lord created these nuclear missiles, and He created the scientists, mighty man Ottoman, these Germans, these Edomites, that created these nuclear missiles.
So you got that dude Oppenheimer.
Yep.
You know, he towards the end of the movie, you know, you see how it went about it. He was wishing that he never even made it.
What have I done?
Yep. You realize that was it. You know, but hey, it was really created, like the brother said, for the waster to be destroyed. You know, set up for his own destruction. You know, you're gonna do the works of YAHAWASHI, regardless whether you like it or not. You know, but in the midst of these things, the Lord has already created these things to happen, okay, according to His will.
To bring forth that instrument, that nuclear missile, that waster to destroy, man.
That's right.
Okay, and this was all orchestrated by the Lord. YAHAWASHI. These Edomites thought that they had a superpower to protect themselves. The whole time, the Lord made them create that to destroy themselves.
Exactly. You know.
And they also did what? They created what? The Tesla bots. You know, I want to touch on that too. Like
exactly.
The Tesla bots. The devils created. The devils created the Tesla bots, but the Lord created the devils. They created the Tesla bots. And you seen that movie, Mother Android?
Beautiful.
Everybody, because now it's like $20K to $30K to buy one, right? But the more they're distributed, the more that they're made, and the more the time passes, the prices are going to drop. And before you know it, most people going to have them in their house, man. And what happened in that Mother Android movie? The motherfuckers just snapped out of it one day, you know, and they started killing, man. I shouldn't say snap out of it, they snapped into it. That frequency was hit, and them boys locked in. And hey, when they outnumbered the people, or a good number of the people to the people, they started locking in and destroying the people. And people had Tesla, or I wouldn't say Tesla bots, but they had robots or androids as maids and servants. And what did Elon Musk say? He said it can be used to do work around the house like a servant.
They can do things for house need, repairing and whatever. You know, they can do these things, man.
Yep.
Okay, and this is this guy, the same guy who's behind this technology of the Neuralink, man. You see, with the same technology of a self-driving car. So we're in a time where Esau's progressing in his technology, man. Okay, and it's ultimately just leading to a society where Esau's just trying to form it, all right, to his wicked ways, man. Okay, that's gonna you know, make it better for him, but ultimately he don't get that far, man. But it's beautiful you said that, because you have it where these things are being made, okay, ultimately to lead to its own destruction. You see?
That's right.
What you got? And you have it where it was on the top of my mind. Lord, when it come back to me, but Scripture says, there it is, call it by Shemel Shai. It says you can't do nothing against the truth before the truth, man. You see? And ultimately everything is written around what the Lord already structured to happen. You see? So what Esau, you know, creating these missiles, all right, and creating what he has to create, is ultimately to benefit, all right, what we keep continually telling you about within these scriptures.
That's right.
You know?
Book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
So this, a wise man, okay, will see this evil, okay, he has wisdom, he's gonna hide himself. All right, but you have these simple-minded people, okay, they're gonna see these things and they're gonna pass on, they're gonna continue to do it, that wickedness, and they're gonna be judged, man. All right, they're gonna be punished. See, these people are considered to being what is the word? Cattle to Esau, man. Goyim. So what do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna continue to stamp you and and make you as a lab rat.
Tag him back.
Make you a lab rat to his projects, man. Okay, he want to see how many people get online, how many people gonna do this, how many people gonna do that. It's all according to how he set it up, man.
And they're gonna do it because they trust in him.
That's right.
They trust in Egypt. That's all I had. Do you got anything?
Bring it back.
It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
That's right. So you have it, man. You know, if you can grab Isaiah 33:6, or really I could just, but for paraphrasing in Isaiah 33:6, what the scripture says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation, and the fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. So you have it where these things, okay, YAHAWASHI, it's giving brothers, YAHAWASHI the upper hand, all right, to know how to go about things and have a stable mind. While these others are moving in the matrix.
Yeah.
Let's put it like that.
Scripture say wisdom is defense. Scripture also say that money is a defense. But one of these gonna fail and one ain't.
Right.
Money gonna fail. That money, the defensive wall called money, that's gonna fail. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna have left after that? You're gonna be left with your wisdom. And who has
Shalom,
wisdom?
Shalom, Yahawah Shabbat.
Shalom, Yahawah Shabbat.
You dropped the precept. See. Shalom, prophets in Babylon, full lot of that. Shalom, brother.
Yeah, I can read the scripture.
Yeah, if you can. The water. Beautiful precept.
Yeah, from the prophets in Babylon, Fort Lauderdale. This precept was,
I believe it's in Proverbs 1:22.
This precept was the book of, you dropped a few of them in here. I'll start with Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 25. For I am the Lord, YAHAWASHI, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass.
Woo! The Lord said, when he speak, it shall come to pass. You got another scripture along the lines where it says, the Lord's word won't return to him void.
That's right.
It's going to do what it's sent to do. Roughly paraphrasing. So, Lord have it where these things, whatever is being said, it's going to be done. Go ahead.
It says, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it. Save the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, and the Lord is to be feared, man. When Jake mean business, they say, hey, when I tell you, that's when they gonna go.
Yeah.
As soon as they get that word, they ready to go.
That's right.
So when the Lord had these spirits creative vengeance ready on earth, all ready to go. When it's time to take place, all right, when it's time to do what they gotta do, they gonna do it. See? Go ahead.
Verse 26. Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the times that are far off. It says, so Jacob saying, man, that's going to be later on down the line. But the Lord say, what? He coming to visit the third and fourth generation. This generation shall not pass until all things be fulfilled. So knowing that you coming back again and again, you're going to be living in those times. Even Ezra said, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? Well, because he knew that he was going to be alive in those days of trouble. But Jake was simple.
And it's going to happen in your lifetime, man. It's going to happen in this lifetime, man. That's why Jake be coming out of the spirit of, YOLO, dolo.
Right.
You only got one life to live. Well, we're going to see.
Talking about the good die young. No, nigga, the wicked die young.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't fulfill your days. you did some shit, the Lord say, cut this man's life short.
Right.
That's why you think we used to live 1,000 years, man. Well, because wickedness continue, here we are. Hey, scripture say we're going to hit 80 years for strength. Meaning in good health, if you live a good, healthy life, 80 years.
If.
Right. It says, Verse 28, therefore saying to them, thus saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more. But the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Hey, if I may add, Scripture says in Habakkuk 2 and 3, though it tarry, wait for it, it shall surely come.
Yep,
so though it seems to have a delay, and see, that's why wickedness continues and continues and continues. See, people just think, nothing's going to happen, man, dramatically,
Yeah.
They got to see it to believe it type thing. But when it happens, it's going to happen. And that's the time we're going to be giving all glory and praise to YAHAWASHI, man, because we waited for so long for these things to come. That's why when we see things like this dramatically happen, we give all glory and praise to YAHAWASHI, man.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, this is leading up to the finale, man. All right, it's leading up towards the end. Okay. And
2 years ago, Jake didn't know. Jake still didn't believe. Jake said, "Oh man, that ain't gonna happen for another 1,000 years. It ain't gonna happen for another million, quadrillion years, man." They really believe that Edomite science, man. Pseudoscience, falsely so called.
Right.
They really believe Edomites BS, man. Talking about the earth has been around for over billions of years. No, man.
Beautiful precept, yep. Was it on that?
It says, you got another one. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 22.
That's the one, yep.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
So how long you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American are gonna love to be in that simple mind and plain mindset, man? Take it for how it is. How long you gonna love that, man? You see, that's a Jake mindset today, man. What it is, man. She had mine, as long as Jake got that goddamn pack of weed, TV, and
Comfortability, boy.
Comfort of anything, they don't care. That's why people are jacked up mentally. That's why Esau is banking off of Jake ass, man. Go ahead.
And it says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
And Jake will love to do that. They sit back and talk shit.
Yeah.
That's all. Jake don't got nothing going for themselves, but as soon as they see you doing something, they got something always to say.
Yep.
They always saying something negative, something non-positive. Especially for brothers up here, we missing our lives, man. We doing what we can to help you hard-headed, stiff-necked nigglets. And here you go talking and scoffing and mocking,
But it did to Yahawashi.
Yep.
Yahawashi was prophesying what they say. Ain't that the son of Joseph the carpenter? That's the carpenter's son. Why you acting like you're somebody special? Just because he grew up down the street from you or whatever, man.
And that's how Jake is today.
Right.
Jake get a good job, it be like, oh, that nigga think he's somebody. What the fuck?
Oh, this is Malcolm X ass nigga.
Yeah, what he say? brother. He
They
said,
always got something to scoff and mock at, man.
Yeah.
That's brother your call.
Yeah, brother, he called. Uncle came up talking about, look, mama, think he Malcolm X. Like, Jake can't do something good, man.
They're trying to help you. Trying to shed some light upon you.
Right.
His brother Gabar Ya'Allah, Shalom, King Yabashim
Shalom,
That's your brother, prophets of Babylon over there in California, man. It says, verse 22. Salaki. Brother dropping scriptures.
Yeah.
Verse 23, it says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
And how we doing? As you receiving it now to the day, man.
That's the Lord's reproof. It's his prophets. He's
That's
reproving
right.
you through his prophets.
Speak it.
But they think it's us talking.
No.
They come up and they say, man, nobody listen to that nigga. They think we coming after our own will. No, we come, just like Yahawashi said, I come to do the will of my Father who sent me. We just doing the will of he that sent us, man. For he that sent us is greater than us.
Right. It said they despised it.
Right.
See? Yup. So
we just bearing a message. What you had when back in the day, they would have messengers.
Right.
When internet wasn't invented and all that shit, they had messengers. A messenger would travel, and everybody knew not to hurt the fucking messenger.
All right.
He was just a messenger.
I'm just relating the message, man.
Just relating the message. Right.
Don't hurt the message.
And then you had sometimes that there were wicked kings, wicked kingdoms who would kill the messengers,
right,
and use that as a message. With the messenger never returning, that would be the message. Like, okay, it's war time. Right. Those are the wicked kingdoms.
It's automatic war.
Yeah. Yeah.
You heard the messenger, man. Come on, man.
Yep.
But yeah.
And that's what they're doing. They killed the prophets back in the day, and they're gonna do it again, man.
Yep.
The time is coming again. They're gonna hunt us down.
Persecution.
The brother also dropped Isaiah 31:1. We brought that one out. He dropped Matthew chapter 24 and verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yeah. Hey, as we roughly brought it out, man. As the days of Noah were, so just like the Lord came through then, He gonna come through now, man. He gonna make it known. You see, so you can be as hard-headed as you want. All right, you can give us a problem. You can keep doing what you want, because eventually, like the scripture says, it's not gonna delay, man. It's gonna come to pass. You see, and we keep constantly telling you, you know, this place is about to experience something like never before. Okay, we speaking on it every time we come out. We tell you, Jacob's trouble is come, man. Okay, and it's just getting worse and worse. People think they're gonna, you know, all this is gonna blow over. You know, no, Esau's in the back stirring up something, man.
The scripture say, for when they shall say peace and safety,
then sudden destruction cometh upon them,
and they shall not escape.
Yeah. So you're gonna have it, man. You're gonna seem peaceful as of right now, and then boom, something pop off. You know.
You ain't gonna be able to recover. Like they said, we still trying to recover from Hurricane Helene.
Right.
Hurricane Milton came and knocked your ass upside the head again, man.
Exactly. They were talking about it was 3 of them out there.
Yeah, the third one coming supposedly.
Yeah.
It says, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
To the day he literally was starting to enter into the ark. Then that's when they started congregating. Hold on, wait a minute.
And first off, it was a big ark.
Yeah, it wasn't small.
Noah couldn't close that ark by itself. The Lord closed those doors.
Yep.
You know, that in itself had the people like, what the fuck is going on?
How does this happen right now?
Right.
Yep. And guess what? Them same spirits that were there before are back here today.
That's
and
right.
The same mindset. You know?
And knew not until the flood came and took them all away.
Oh my gosh. It said it knew not. So they took time, they wanted to play around until that came, man. Until that judgment came.
Until they felt that first raindrop. Back
Right.
then, raindrops wasn't a thing.
It was dew.
It was dew. They get the dew of heaven. They would wake up and the ground would be wet.
Wet.
You know? Yeah. Clouds dropping down and chilling on the grass and giving them crops. They never knew a raindrop. So imagine seeing that first raindrop when it's, what the hell? And you start seeing millions and billions. That's when you know it's from the flood. Because, hey, you never seen raindrops, you gonna think, oh shit, it's about to flood. We about to drown. Think the Lord about to drown the whole earth, and that's what happened. You know, looking at the rain, where's it coming from? What is this? Trying to touch it in your hands.
What's happening?
It's water. It's gonna be the same thing with the nuclear missiles. Yep. Nobody ever seen a nuclear missile coming down to drop. It's gonna be the same thing again, except the rain's gonna be a lot bigger. Dang. Them drops gonna be a lot bigger, man, and they're gonna be fueled with fire.
Fueled with fire.
It says,
straight fire.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. It's gonna be the same way, man. Nobody gonna know until that fire comes and take them all away. Brother Gabari Allah dropped one. It says 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. Okay, so those scoffers and mockers coming up saying, well, nothing happened yet. It's been thousands of years, man. You gotta get over it. That's why you got Jake's even saying that we already in the covenant. Yeah. That we already in the kingdom. Yeah. Jake don't know. You still oppressed, nigga. You still gotta wake up and go to work.
You still under oppression by your enemy.
Exactly.
What the hell?
That nigga in the rulership. You not in rulership. You not in rulership, man. The fact that you wake up with your feet still sore from work the day before, just to get ready to go to work again, feet still hurting, goes to show you that we ain't in the kingdom, man.
All right. Jake waking up, get pulled over.
Right, yep.
What?
You're in a kingdom, but not in your kingdom.
Yeah, in
They
Esau's
doing
kingdom.
this Esau shit, huh?
Yeah.
And he living it up.
He having a blast.
What he
Woo!
say in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2? He said, let none of us go without our fill of voluptuousness. So he said, hey, nobody finna pass through this kingdom without getting their fill of the kingdom. Everybody finna enjoy this. All of his people. And he said, this devil's so wicked that even his own people still suffering.
Right.
The covenants he made with the other nations that they was gonna eat with him,
Right.
they ain't eating. Them niggas suffering too.
Covenant breaker, man.
Yep, backstabber. It's like you did Jake, man. It says, that wasn't on that. He dropped another one in the book of John, chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Right. So really, they don't really hate us. They hate what they hate YAHAWASHI, man. Because just like the Lord relayed this message to you, is doing it through the same, man. We walking on the same footsteps to the best of our ability to relate this message to you. You see, and you see how they return the favor. Okay, so hey, you're gonna have these individuals coming and mocking and scoffing and doing these type of wicked things. All right, but as the Lord has it set up, okay, this truth is gonna prevail, whether people believe or not. Scripture says the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
That's right.
And in these times, man, all right, we pray that we have more faith than we have today. You know, call it by Shemal Shai. All right, this is even have this truth, because see, these people are moving in a deaf mindset. Okay, just walking to a cliff that has an edge. Okay, walking blind. So it's really gonna turn into a bloodbath when really shit pop off. If you can grab up the shot from me, if you can grab 2nd Ezra chapter, let's get in a little bit to this sedition, man. 15, we grab 16 too. Because see, what's going to happen is, you know, as these events keep taking place and Esau keeps doing whipping out these damn things out of, you know, out of the bag, these people gonna get agitated. They're gonna get pissed off, they're gonna be more mad, you know, and they're gonna start to retaliate. They're gonna start to, you know, go against their governments, man. You know, everything's so sweet now until he starts to show you his horns. And when he reveals his horn to you, he's gonna show you that wicked face that he's been waiting to show you for so long. And he loves doing it. You see Esau get red in the face, but it's still got a kind of slight smile. That's the way.
So it starts at the forehead.
Right.
His forehead starts
heating
veins
up.
start coming out a little bit. So yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Do it again.
And it just fucking snap out of nowhere. So, whoa, what happened to you, man?
What's going on?
These people are a different type of people, man.
Colin.
Children of wickedness.
Colin.
I got 2nd Ezra 15.
God, go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world.
Yeah.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
So woe to them that dwell therein. Okay, meaning what? Woe meaning destruction. All right, destruction is to come to those ones who dwell there in this place. That's why, once again, you are trusting in this system. All right, trusting in Esau Edom, man. He's gonna fail you. Once again, it's gonna be your shame. It's gonna be your confusion. And this place is already running around in confusion, man. So how much more you gonna feel confused? Go ahead.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another.
You're gonna have civil unrest. You're gonna have people, civil war. You're gonna have people in
Race wars.
Race wars. We're gonna have the whole nine. It's gonna be a whole bunch of going on.
Watch that movie Civil War 2024.
I gotta still watch that.
They show you, man. He said, "What kind of American are you?" He said, "Don't shoot me. Don't kill me. I'm an American." Okay, but what kind of American? I just gotta show you. Being in America ain't gonna save you. Being an American in America ain't gonna save you from another American.
Right.
You know, that just showed you the division in America, which is there's already a division.
Right.
The Lord said, "A house divided against itself shall not stand."
Shall not stand. Yeah, right.
It says,
and he's already be going that head bumping heads with their own selves. You know? So how much more for people who ain't really got shit to lose? Go ahead.
For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
That's right. That's what the outcome's gonna be, man. We're gonna be seeing a lot of that coming into these times. Go ahead.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
So people are not gonna care about, you know, their neighbor. They're not gonna care about their loved one or friend. They're not gonna care about none of these things. The love of me on the West Coast, okay, because the iniquity shall abound. Okay, so things gonna get much worse. These people, they're not gonna care about it, and guess who's gonna be out of that fuel to their fire of their distress? Esau Edom, man. And they're gonna turn to his ass and be like, matter of fact, it was you. You're the reason why we gotta pay more for this gas. You're the reason why we gotta pay more for the money, for the food. You know what? You're the problem. And then they're gonna turn towards their, you know, they're gonna turn to their powers,
Their own government.
their own governments. And they're gonna point fingers, and then you're gonna have that debate within the middle. You see? So it's gonna turn to all hell breaking loose. Go ahead.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
You're gonna have this side against this side. You know, just like you seen with the whole Trump and Biden thing.
What happened in Sri Lanka? They was chasing this nigga from down the street from his mansion, man.
From his own goddamn place. You know, they said, you ain't even helping us. Hold on. What's round up? Round up. People ran up in his place.
Ate the food out his fridge.
Took everything, set it on fire. You know, destroyed it. Jumping in this pool. We having a field day in your pool too. We in shit. That's how these people gonna turn into it. Gonna turn into wild animals, man. You know, they're gonna lose morals. They're gonna lose the mindset of being civilized. They're gonna throw civilized out the door. You know. Well.
It says, a man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able.
So what you gonna think the reaction is gonna be when the government starts to see all hell breaking loose, man? Which is gonna be the one to kindle it. But what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna start cutting off these exits, these intersections. You know, they're gonna already have this thing stationed for this type of hell breaking loose, man, for lack of better words.
They're gonna seize cities.
They're gonna seize cities, beautiful, and it's already orchestrated to happen, organized. You know, how do you keep the beasts in a cage? Gotta put a cage around them, perimeter. Go ahead.
For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods.
Now let this hurricane thing prolong just a slight more longer. That would last as long as they were saying that whole port crisis was going to be.
Right.
And they said that port strike might go for a few months, a few weeks. People was like, what? Who?
Freaking out.
Oh, no, man. If we don't get no food here in a minute, I'll tell you right now, Jimmy, it's going to be a problem. You know?
Well, Alex Jones said, I'll eat my neighbor.
I eat my neighbor. And he meant that shit. He meant it.
That's what really most of these Edomites really think deep down.
They will fry you they will turn you to a rotisserie chicken.
A rotisserie nigga.
Yup. Spin them again.
It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword and spoil their goods.
And they're going to use those weapons that they have stored down in their basements. You got doomsday preppers, you got preppers. All right, you got these people who are prepared. Edomite little kids in the woods shooting deers and boars' heads. All right, for preparing for times like when all hell breaks loose, man. You know, so they're gonna have no pity upon their neighbor. Okay, they're not gonna especially they're not gonna spare you Jakes, man. Yep. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, man.
Grown ass Jake get gunned down by Edomite baby, Edomite Junior.
Yeah, your Draco and your Glock 9 or your Glock 19 ain't gonna save you, man.
Yep.
You know, Esau know how to. They got these. Esau go to these tournaments where they got a little revolver and they be like this. Quick draws. Esau fast, man. What you gonna do with that? Go ahead.
It says, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
And that's the ultimate goal. All right, that's the ultimate what it's gonna lead to because of, you know, the lack of bread and great tribulation. People are going to be in a great state of anguish and tormented and distress. You can go to 16 and 21. Second at 16 and 21. Because right now people are seeing it like as you know, it's another field day. You know, it's another chill, relax, sit back, relax, throw up your feet, relax, you know, day, man, until all hell breaks loose. You see, people weren't really these people weren't really ready for it when it really came with this hurricane. You know, some of the people thought they could really just, you know, thug it out. And the whole house went down to Shaquita house.
What were they wrong?
Yeah.
I got to preach that real quick before that second Ezra.
Go ahead, bro.
Book of Second Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
You got it.
And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. So we're coming to lawless times where people are just going to lose faith, they're going to lose hope. You know, they're going to think there's no hope for them, no saving them. You know, hey, the land going to be barren of faith. Nobody going to trust no more. You know, people going to be taken in a great number. It says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. Iniquity is going to get worse and worse, and these things are being fueled by what? Lack of bread, great tribulation, okay, inflation, okay, lack of resources, natural resources, lack of oil, lack of gas, okay. What's going to happen when they turn these lights off? What we just seen happen in the storm.
Lack of light.
Yeah, people were desperate out here. And what happens when people get desperate? They start doing desperate things and resort to desperate measures. And that eventually leads to killing, stealing, and destroying, man.
They had it with my second job. They had it where they started wanting to hire people and paying people, you know, for a tremendous amount of money to patrol, you know, places like CVS's, Walgreens, and certain places like that, because in those times where lights go out,
people are desperate.
They get real desperate. They get real like.
Those are high risk areas.
They start thinking about those things, man. And what they do, they start leaning on doing something stupid.
They want you to risk your life for their enterprise.
That's right.
They're looking for superheroes.
Continue.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
So, as we, you know, expounded on, you know, this is the reason why people are going to be, you know, caught off guard when actual stuff pop off, because they can still go to the store and purchase things without it being tremendously, you know, skyrocket of a price. It's not no, you know, inflation or hyperinflation. You know, it's just the normal price of something. You know, it might be maybe a few cents up or whatever, but it's still affordable. But you're gonna have it where, you know, these people take this and they go along with it every day, and they don't realize the things that's occurring is getting worse. It's really gonna spike it up. All right, while you in your security, just bring it back.
Another thing happened during that hurricane was water went out, you know, from the flooding. So people had to rely on their drinking water, their water bottles, to clean themselves, man. Okay, that's gonna run out quick. When these disasters take place, when shit hit the fan, you shut out the lights, we get EMP or whatever, resources are gonna run out fast,
Quick.
So within the first 3 days, many people are gonna die already because they're already in poverty, living in poverty. But in the next coming weeks, man, it's gonna get gruesome, man.
The mindset of preserving things ain't gonna be in those people's mind. When your stomach's hungry and you're thirsty, you're gonna chug it and rub it all the way down.
Exactly, and then your mindset's gonna change to take from somebody else.
Yep.
And eventually, it's gonna end up switching to eat that nigga. Cannibalism.
Right.
Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
It said, and they shall think themselves. So people think they're in a good case. Oh, peace and safety, peace and safety. Think themselves. You see? Go ahead.
And even then shall evils grow upon earth.
And it said even then. So prior, you know, and continuing,
situation is going to deteriorate. Man.
It's going to get worse.
Even now, the situation's deteriorating. Prices on food is only getting more expensive. Cost of living is only getting more expensive. And cost of gas is just getting more expensive. It's not. You don't see a fluctuation anymore. You just see a steady rise in prices on things, and that's putting people in pressure.
That's and that's what gradualism.
Yep.
Okay, it's steady, moving up, steady rising, evolving.
And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
So even then shall evils grow. So these continuing to grow. Evils. We're in evil times, man. We're in some bad times. Okay? That's what the times we're in. And it said what's gonna be growing?
It says sword, famine, and great confusion.
Sword, famine, and great confusion. That's what we're gonna be experiencing, man. You see? Sword, famine, and great confusion. It goes another word goes into a scripture where it says confusion. Okay? Babylon itself and confusion. You see? So, this place America is through. And everything that comes with it is through. The fashion of this world shall pass away. And we can't wait. Lord willing, man. It comes soon. But there's more on that.
Yeah, it says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish with famine.
So many of these people that dwell upon this place are going to perish with famine. That's why the scriptures tell you in 2 Corinthians 15 where it says, wanting to dwell therein. So destruction. Go ahead.
And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
So you're going to have people who might escape these certain effects, but it's still going to catch up with you.
Yeah.
So if you try to escape hunger, guess what? You got all the food prepped and everything. We're good, kids. You have somebody going to get someone down in that basement, going to keep the door in and take everything.
They stomach will be growling.
And rather you
At that point, you don't care if you got kids or a wife or family or elderly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to put them all down just to get your cornbread.
Something on fire over there. Yep, something on fire. But yeah, exactly. Straight like that. And the Lord will make a great example out of this place by using these certain things, man. And we pray, man, our brother Lord have mercy upon us, in these times, man.
That's right.
Hey, because what the Lord said, Lord, that's right. He said in Isaiah chapter 60, somewhere within those lines, where it says, I believe it's 60, 65. If matter of fact, you can grab me close out with that. Thank you. My servant shall eat.
Isaiah 65, 13. It's the book of Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI, behold, my servant shall eat. But ye shall be hungry.
So, in the time where this hurricane had happened, the Lord said, what? My servant shall eat, and ye shall be hungry. It was a lot of people who lost power, lost this, lost that, and when the state was in a state of hunger, while brothers were still able to function in their homes. Go ahead.
My servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
So, to sum it up, this is the outcome of what happens when you are in the spirit of mourning and when you're in the spirit of feasting.
It's going to flip.
It's going to flip. When you're in the spirit of feasting, you're going to be in that hunger. You're going to be in that need. You're going to be in that distress. When you're in the spirit of mourning, all right, and mourning through the spirit, hey, you're going to, Lord going to protect us. He's going to protect those ones because he's going to see, So,
right.
All we got to do is just trust in YAHAWASHI. Give it to the Lord no matter what scenario that we are in.
Yeah. Disaster or tribulation, temptation. Trust in the Lord. Be patient. Wait upon the Lord. He's going to pull you through, man. Whatever it may be. We still got disaster all around us. Trees are cracked in half. Trees falling apart. Bushes fucked up. The ground fucked up. There was trees rooted up out the ground, man.
Yeah. You had the whole streets. They have power lines. They all tilted over. They all tilted over. During the storm, I was seeing all kind of power light electricity things going on. Just blue lights and stuff like that sparking off, man. Because the power is just being wiped away. You know, go outside, the streets all darkened out, man.
Yep.
You know.
But the Lord protected his servants. Those that trusted in him, the Lord protected. It's literally in his name. He delivers. YAHAWASHI, he delivers.
That's right, Call Shmel Shai.
I was with the brother. We was barbecuing, man. We was eating good. Playing board games and shit.
Yeah.
You know, with light. Okay? So, just trust in the Lord, man. Do what you got to do for the Lord, and the Lord gonna do what he got to do for you.
Yeah, look gonna make a way for you no matter what, man.
Way out of no way.
That's right. He gonna make a way. So, you know, hey man, you got all these things that's going on. You know, it's a few words and it's just encouraging. Hey brothers, just keep fighting, keep serving the Lord to the best of your ability, man. You know, this place is through. You know, we at the end of this place, and you know, we getting closer and closer, man.
The Lord loves the fighter.
Yeah. So you got anything else? Come on, man. You know, the scripture says, you've been warned, man. Okay. What is it? I don't want to butcher it. Ezekiel 33.
33.
Yeah. You know. Then shall I know the prophet been among them?
Can I grab it?
Yeah, you can. So why to you brothers that's putting up scriptures on the board, you know, the water, Club Shmel Shai.
And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So hey, these things don't come to pass. The things he warned you of, they will come to pass. Then you're gonna know there was prophets among you. And it ain't just us, there's prophets all around the world. You know, starting from elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, the true prophets have been among you for a while now, man, for years. 30 plus years, man. Telling you the same things that we telling you. Okay?
Right.
So hey, the time is gonna come, and it's looking like it's almost here. Even at the doors. But then you're gonna know the prophet has been among you. That's why we're telling you, get right now. You know, get right with the Lord now instead of suffering later. It's gonna be too late to try to get right later.
Right.
You know, tend to your oil now, and you're gonna have to ask us for oil later.
Right.
You ain't gonna be able to find us, really. You know, Lord willing, be those men.
Well,
You may not be able to find us, man. The Lord's gonna draw back his prophets, and it's gonna be a hard time to get that knowledge and understanding that's so readily available right now. The peace is hot and ready now, but all things everything that's hot is eventually gonna get cold if you don't use it.
right.
You eat it while you can.
That Amos 8 and 11.
Yep.
No.
So you can close this out.
Con. Well, once again, Lord wanted this lesson was edifying to Akim and Akwaf and seeking the Lord in true sincerity. All right, we're going to face the east and we're going to close out by giving all the glory and praises to
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Once again, double honors to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, teach you well. Peace and blessings to the brothers who push this work in true sincerity. To the scattered abroad, Shalom.
Shalom.